Hello everybody and good morning. Today is Thursday, October 24th, 2024. It's about 10:30 a.m. back here at Shenandoah National Park. Going to be doing some more hiking today. This time I'm in a different section of the park. There's about 4 different entrances to Shenandoah National Park, and I entered in through the Swift Run Gap entrance, which is kind of more like in the middle of the park. First trail I'm going to do today is called Hawksbill Gap Trail. It's only about like I think a mile and a half long, so not very long at all. I think there is quite a little bit of elevation gain on it though, about 1,000 feet elevation gain, and this is actually the highest peak in Shenandoah National Park, so I think there's going to be some nice viewpoints on the trail, hopefully. This definitely seems to be a little bit more of a popular section of the park, a little bit busier in this area. It's a lot colder here too. When I left to go to the national park, it was about 65 degrees, and now that I'm up here at the higher elevation, I think it's about like 45 or 50 degrees, so quite a big difference in temperature, a lot colder. Let's go ahead and see if we can find this trailhead though. As you can see, quite a bit of cars parked. Already seeing some people walking over the trailhead, so hopefully it's not too busy, but we'll see. I think the trailhead's down this way. Okay guys, here it is. So in this section I'm noticing that the trees don't have as many leaves on them, and it's probably because it's just a lot colder. They probably tend to lose the leaves faster in this part of the national park, being up in the higher elevations. It's pretty windy right now too. Definitely feeling a little bit of a wind chill here. Yesterday I didn't even need to really wear a jacket or anything, but big difference up here. Okay guys, so I actually started going down the wrong way. There's another trail that goes down over there through that way, and that's actually the Appalachian Trail. But this is where we need to go, to Hawksbill Summit. It's the mission for right now on this trail is to make it to Hawksbill Summit, and already feeling a little bit of an elevation gain here, so we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, just making my way along, almost a half mile into the trail, and it's just been a pretty drastic incline since the very beginning. This one definitely takes a lot out of you, and not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. You'll definitely get your workout in on this one, but at least it's not a very long trail. I think I should actually be there pretty soon, since it's only about a mile and a half there and back. I think maybe a little bit over. But yeah, honestly, hasn't really been too scenic though. Basically, just this the whole time. So we'll see what it looks like at the viewpoint. Almost there. Alright guys, almost there. It's actually gotten a little bit easier towards the top here where I'm at. This section isn't as much elevation gain, but check it out. There's like some sort of shelter here. Let's go see what this is all about. I'm wondering if this is part of the Appalachian Trail. Byrds Nest #2 shelter. Let's see. Man, look at that view. Let's check it out. Hey, how are you? Alright, here's the shelter. Got a nice little picnic table in here. So this is called the Byrds Nest #2 day use shelter. Overnight camping and shelter is prohibited, so you're not actually allowed to camp here overnight. Can't make any campfires, so this is just a day use shelter to hang out at. I guess have a little picnic, enjoy the view, but no camping. Let's go check out the view. There's the Hawksbill summit, 50 yards away up there. Let's have a look over here first. It's quite windy. Afraid I might lose my hat. Man, check this out. Wow, what a view. Pretty windy out here. All right, we're not at the top just yet, but we're pretty close. Right up there is where we need to go for the summit. But I'm just gonna take in these views for a minute. Very nice up here. Alright guys, time to go check out the Hawksbill summit. Right up here. I was about to take off this extra jacket layer here as I was hiking up here, but good thing I kept it on, because once you actually get up here and stop hiking, it starts to feel pretty cold again from all the wind. Alright guys, let's go check it out. Go up this way here. Alright, and here it is. Mission accomplished. We have conquered Hawksbill Summit. Check out the views. Look at this thing. It's like a little compass. Going north is out that way. West, and then south right behind me. Amazing up here, but very windy right now. Okay guys, gonna enjoy this view for a little bit, and then it'll be time to head back down. Alright guys, so that sums up Hawksbill Summit Trail. Now it's time for the easy part, and that's heading back down. And then we'll go and find some other trails to check out around here in Shenandoah National Park. Just getting started. Beautiful day out. I think it's like maybe 11:30 a.m. So the plan is to just spend the whole day here, and then I'm staying somewhere nearby in a small town called Luray, Virginia, I think, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So yeah, let's keep going. Alright guys, made it back. So now it's time to figure out what other trail we want to do. And the easiest way to do this is to just hop back in your car and drive to the next trailhead, because this national park is pretty spread out. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Okay guys, so made it to the next trailhead. This one's called Rose River Falls Trail, and it actually connects with another trail called Dark Hollow Falls. So apparently on these trails there's a couple of waterfalls that we can go check out, the Rose River Falls and the Dark Hollow Falls. So that's going to be the mission for today. It's about I think that it's like a loop trail, and I think it's about 5.5 miles or so, so it should take me a few hours to complete. Let's go ahead and find the trailhead here. I think the first one we're gonna try to find is Dark Hollow Falls. We just need to cross the street. And I'm guessing this is probably it right here. Okay guys, so yes, another very popular trail. A lot of people parked at the trailhead. That's one thing about these trails here in the national parks. The ones that have the best views are usually the most popular ones, so it's almost impossible to really avoid crowds here at these national parks nowadays. But we'll go ahead and check this out. And I think this is more of like a fire road that they sort of use for like vehicles in the national parks. It should be a pretty easy road to hike on until we get further in to the more off the beaten path trails. Hello. So apparently there's a lot of elevation gain on this too, but I think in the part that I'm at right now should be pretty easy for the most part, but we'll see. All right, so probably be on this trail for most of the day. Let's go. All right guys, so about a mile into the trail. So far it's been super easy just going down this, I guess they call it a fire road, Rose River Fire Road. Hardly any elevation gain at all, so it's been really enjoyable and relaxing. Already coming across some sort of river right here. So I'm guessing we'll be hiking along this. And I see a waterfall coming up right here actually, so I'm wondering if maybe this is the Dark Hollow Falls. Not quite sure, but let's go have a look. Supposedly there's a lot of elevation gain on this trail, but haven't really come across any, so maybe it's on the other side when I'm heading back on the other part of the loop. Although I do see some elevation gain here. So this actually takes you up to the trailhead of Dark Hollow Falls. Let's see what this is all about over here. This must be like the bottom of it, I'm guessing. And then these stairs up here probably lead you up to the top. Let's check it out. Okay guys, I think we made it to Dark Hollow Falls. Pretty nice. Alright guys, now that I'm actually looking at the map, I don't think that was Dark Hollow Falls. I think that's just some other random waterfall towards the bottom of Dark Hollow Falls. So if we keep going down this trail here, that will take us back towards the trailhead of Rose River Falls where we started. That's the other side of the loop. So that's where I'll be going later on. But what I'm going to do is go a little bit further up here because I think that there's a different waterfall up a little further. So let's go ahead and take a peek up these stairs. Here's where the elevation gain comes into play. Alright, so I just spoke to some people that were coming down and they said that it's all part of the same waterfall. There's just some different views of it up here. So let's go have a look. See what it's all about. Looks like the trail runs right along the waterfall because I see another little view right here. A little closer to it now. Look at that. Okay, we go up a little bit further. See what it looks like from up there. check this out, guys. It's beautiful up here. Got all the green moss growing right along the rocks. Beautiful trees. Got the waterfall running right beside the trail. And I seem to be the only one going up here. Everybody else is coming down. So I probably didn't strategize this trail the best way. But it's all right. We're just gonna go up here a little ways more, see if there's a different view of the waterfall, how it looks up here. And then we'll go back down and finish off the rest of the trail on the Rose River Trail. And there should be another waterfall along that trail as well. Ah, here we go. Okay. I think this must be the main viewing point of the waterfall. Very good look at it right here. As you can see, a lot of people enjoying the view. It's like a little swimming hole right there. Very nice. Dark Hollow Falls.
Are you ready?
I guess that's the start of it up there. Is this like the main viewing point of the waterfall, or is there other views further up?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you haven't been up there yet?
Oh, we have been up there, but this is the best part.
This is the best part? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I was thinking if I should keep going, but I was like, if you say this is the best, I'm going back down there. No, I started on a different trail over there. Yeah, so I came up this way. So not worth it to go further. Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys. So that guy said that this was the best viewing point of the Dark Hollow Falls. So not really worth going up any further. So now I'm heading back down, and we'll continue along to go and see Rose River Falls. A lot of people over there on that viewing point, so kind of tough to even really get a good picture just because there's so many people just crowded around there. All right, let's continue on. Oh, nice. Look at these guys. Trying to catch some fish out of the little swimming holes. Anything biting? All right, good luck. Can't really imagine how big of a fish you'd catch out of those little tiny swimming pockets, those little pools that form on the bottom of the waterfalls. Interesting though. Let's see. So we have a sign and a couple ways to go. So the Rose River Loop Trail in Fisher's Gap, that's where I parked at. And I'm not sure what trail this goes up to. So this is also part of the Rose River Fire Road. But this, I think, goes somewhere else. So we can either take the fire road, the Rose River Fire Road that we just came back on, the real easy trail, or we can go down the more off the beaten path trail. And I think we're gonna have to switch things up a little bit and take the off the beaten path trail back to the start of the trailhead. Let's go. Alright guys, so this side of the trail is definitely a lot more technical. It's a lot more rocky and a lot of roots, so you definitely have to watch your footing of where you're stepping so you don't twist an ankle. Kind of have to pay attention a little more. Seems like I'm going downhill though, which is good. But I have a feeling eventually I'm going to have to go back up because we're actually making our way over to another waterfall called Rose River Falls. So I am assuming that I'll be going downhill probably until I reach the waterfall, and then after that point I'll be going back up. That's just my guess. But yeah, I think we still got a little ways to go though. It's been a nice trail so far. Not as crowded as I thought it would be, but still you see some people every now and then. You'll see some people walking by, so it definitely doesn't have that feeling like you're secluded or remote. It's a little unfortunate, but it's all right. All right, guys. So here's a nice little swimming pool here. That looks steep enough to take a little dip in, but not going to be doing that today. At least not on this trail or in this section. I'm going to keep going because it's a pretty long trail, and maybe I'll find a better one somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of a small swimming hole, but right there in that little section looks like it's deep enough to take a little dip. Very beautiful scenery here. It's actually started to die down a little bit. Not as many crowds over on this part of the trail. I think most people took the easy trail back up. So it's been pretty nice so far. But let's continue on. All right, check it out, guys. So another little pool for swimming at the bottom of this little waterfall right down there. Looks pretty nice. You can definitely take a dip right there, although I'm sure the water is very cold. If I thought the water was cold yesterday on the other trail I did, the water is probably even colder over here because we're higher up and the temperatures are definitely colder, so looks pretty nice nonetheless though. But I'm gonna keep going until we get to the Rose River waterfall. All right guys, check out this swimming pool. It's probably the best one so far, the biggest one right here. Very nice. A lot of leaves in there though, but the trail's right up here, and then it's right off the trail. Pretty cool spot. It's definitely the biggest pool of water that I've seen along this trail. Looks like a really good spot to take a dip. But I'm going to continue on because I got to get to Rose River Falls, and this is a pretty long trail, so I'm sure there'll be some other swimming spots along the way if I decide to take a dip. All right. How are you?
This way, right?
Yep. Yeah, you just keep going that way.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, check it out, guys. Pretty cool little waterfall here off the trail. Gonna get a closer look for you guys right here. Pretty cool spot. It's a nice spot to chill. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. And then up here, there was like some little cave thing that I thought I might go check out. Right up over here. See if I can get to it. There we go. Check this little spot out, guys. Oh, there's water in there. I thought maybe it was dry. Well, there it is. I thought it was more of like a hollow cave, but guess not. Pretty cool little spot though. Okay, I think I might actually just hang out here for a little bit, rehydrate, enjoy the scenery before I make my way to the falls, Rose River Falls. Alright guys, so we are finally starting to head back up. Feeling a little bit of elevation gain now in this part of the trail. We still haven't even made it to the Rose River Falls yet. It's right up ahead, still a little ways. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, I think I'm about like halfway through this loop. So I think we're getting pretty close, at least to the River Falls. And once we hit that, then I think we shouldn't be too far off from the trailhead. So see you guys there. Okay guys, so I think I hear the waterfall right up ahead here. Right around this little bend. Let's go have a look. And here it is. The River Falls. Now look at that swimming pool right there. Well, that's definitely the best one so far. Check it out. Okay guys, conquered River Falls. Hang out, enjoy the views for a little bit. Alright, and here's the view from the top of the falls. So this waterfall is much less crowded, much more quiet, more secluded from the first one that we saw, the Dark Hollow Falls. So check it out guys, very nice. There's the bottom, the pool down there. And I am going to sit right over on this rock over here. This looks like a nice spot for a little break. Find a little flat piece of rock somewhere and just chill. How about right up here? Perfecto. Okay guys, time to chill. Have a little snack, maybe make a little coffee, relax, enjoy the views. Wow, okay guys, so that was very refreshing there. Had a little coffee break, a little stogie break, snack break, right here by the flowing water. So that was super relaxing. This is actually a really comfortable spot here, right on the incline of the rock. It's almost like a little lounge chair. But now it's time to keep making our way along the trail, head back to the trailhead. I don't think we're too much further away. The only thing is, I think we're going to be going back up now, so probably going to be a little bit of an incline the rest of the way. But I'm feeling good, feeling refreshed, so I'm ready to do it. Let's go ahead and hit the road. Wow, okay guys, I think we made it back to the trailhead where we started. So we officially conquered Rose River Trail, and also the other one, the other falls. I forgot what that's called. I didn't really do the whole trail of that one. I only did just a small little section just to see the waterfall. All right, let's cross the street here. And this is where we parked. Mission accomplished. Very nice hike. Really wasn't too much elevation gain. That was too strenuous. I mean, every once in a while there was. Not like the first trail I did earlier today, this morning. This was a lot more relaxing and enjoyable, I guess. Dark Hollow Falls. That's the other trail. That's the other waterfall we saw. Rose River and Dark Hollow Falls. All right, guys. So it's about 4:00 p.m. I am going to head out of the park, call it a day, go check into my other hotel that I'm staying at near here. It's in Luray, Virginia. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this adventure, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, signing off.